Thank you for coming into the Makerspace today. I'm Michael Carr, I'm the program coordinator. I'll give you a quick tour, show you around the space, show you what we're all about. So behind me you see the little social area that we've set up, a little lounge. People can come in, hang out, talk, just enjoy the atmosphere of the Makerspace itself. Up here in the window, we have a display cabinet that's set up for our student makers. If they make something that they want to try and sell, say something that you might find at the farmer's market or booth, they can display it in the window and potentially be able to sell that to people coming into the space. This is our job post. We like a good physical post because you can't ever lose that. It's not going to refresh on you. You're not going to scroll past it. This is if you have a job that you would like done that would be a perfect fit for one of our makers. You can talk to me, get it approved, we'll stick it up here, and our makers will be able to look through them, pick a job that they would like to do, contact you, complete that work for you. This is a good way for the community and the students of National Park College to interact and collaborate on projects that affect the community. This is the general area where collaboration and working happens. We have these nice tables that have magnets on them so you can separate them, bring them together. If you want to work independently, you can take a table and set it up where you'd like. If you want to work in a group, you can bring them together and all work together. And in here we have our small classroom. It's a rather small classroom, but it'll work for many of our workshops. We currently have an industrial robot set up in here as there's a class that needs to occur here in the next few months. This robot will ultimately end up in our industrial tech center. This space can also be used for small interviews, video recording. If you have a need for a space to do some audio or video recording, we're going to be working to set up this space to accommodate that. Here you get the first glimpse of the Fabrication Junction Center, our wood shop. You can work on many wood projects in there. We will come back to that. But first we'll come down here and take a look at our textiles and our small Mac lab. This is our Textile Workstations. We currently have two Bernina machines, the Bernina Serger here, and then we have a small Bernina sewing machine as well. We also over here have a Singer that does do some light embroidery work, and we do have a Cricut as well. It is currently on loan, so it is not physically in the space. We do have two customizable mannequins as well, or dress forms that can be used for creating cosplay or gowns or dresses, or if you want nice dress shirts, you can use those, customize them. We've got padding so you can make it form fit for your body. Here in the center of the room, where you can see the tape, we're going to be constructing a large sewing table that's going to have a padded top, which will allow people to work on larger projects and be able to actually pin to the table, which is a really nice feature. This is our small Mac lab. Currently these computers are set up to accommodate any digital creation or editing needs that you may have, be it Photoshop, CAD work, video editing. These Macs should be able to accommodate your projects. Here we have our two new color printers. This one is more or less your standard color printer. This one here is a wide format. You can print up to 24 inches wide on it. So if you want to print blueprints for a wood project, templates for sewing, or posters that you would like to hang, this printer can accommodate those needs. This is our 3D printers. We currently have 12 of these small printers here. The materials that you can print in are ABS, PLA, and this meltable wax filament for projects such as gloss wax casting. We also have a 3D scanner. It does have a turntable, so you can set small objects on it and scan it. But it is ultimately a handheld device that you can use to scan an object and replicate it in extreme detail. And then you can use that model to either 3D print or your other digital needs. This is our electronic station. Please excuse the mess at the moment. We're currently working on a laptop. This space is used for electronics repair and troubleshooting. Here we have our laser cutter. This machine does have pass-through trays, so you can work with longer material than the machine actually accommodates. The materials that go in this are primarily wood. However, you can also laserable rubber and some plastics, primarily acrylic. Nothing that has toxic fumes. Here we are in the FJC. You can see behind me we have a lot of heavy woodworking equipment, including a large bandsaw, joiner router, very nice table saw. Here, centrally located, we have a fairly large work table with customizable power. These outlets can actually be moved around and shifted and changed out depending on the needs of the project or the space itself. Up here, you see our small work carts. These are primarily for small projects and leaving projects overnight. You can simply set a project on here, say if it was glued, needing clamping, and push it here out of the way and leave it overnight. And here we have a CNC router, and then also off camera, outside, we have a small kiln. Well, I thank you so much for coming in and taking this wonderful tour of the Makerspace. I know that there was a lot of information to cover, so if you have any questions, please stop in or visit us on the website, np.edu/makerspace. If you have any questions, feel free to email makerspace@np.edu.